Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw right away. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. The Broncos still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic 1, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long, and because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Greg Dulcich with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive, INT.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Wilson. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Down to the 22-yard line. This defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
From the 29, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So at 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field. Williams loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. And that sack brings up fourth and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision, and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Second down and 3. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year as you...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Moore, the man in motion. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it. or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 76 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and response skills are the same. And he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Breece Hall from 17 yards out. And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Jets 26, Broncos 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Brings their line to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost not. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. The baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Denver. And even 60 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
To throw again is Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 10 yards out. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
They go read option with Wilson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. John Franklin Myers in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rookie Jermaine Johnson going all the way from last chance U to now dropping NFL quarterbacks.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers